the stigma stops with me. Like, if I don't feel any shame in having a mental disorder, I will not let anyone else shame me. It's just okay to not be okay. We are all human beings, and if you have a mental disorder, a mental illness, never feel ashamed. I'm Shubhrata Prakash. I'm a civil servant. I'm an IRS officer. I am also an author and a mental health advocate. I conduct conversations about mental health, and I try to provide a safe space and peer support to anyone who's facing a mental health challenge. Mental health challenges, definitely, if you have support from the community, if people around you try to understand what you're going through, that works wonders for healing. And people who have severe mental illness, someone who has, let's say, severe depression, they're not able to get out of bed, and they have to motivate themselves even to have a morsel of food. So from providing that very basic support of taking care of their daily living, the daily sustenance and survival, to things like a little bit of therapy, counseling, understanding, empathy, all of that matters. And that is possible only when families and then later on the larger community understands and supports people with mental health issues. The very first thing I would say is provide a non-judgmental safe space for them to speak out, but be supportive, be there for them, encourage them to take professional help. I would not say that you should try to counsel them, because that's something that should be left to the professionals. It also may be that the person that you're talking to is just having a bad day and just having normal human emotions of sadness, or just feeling fear and anxiety. Just provide them with empathy, just be there, tell them that you understand, and that would really help. So my speaking out, it's really helped provide a safe space for so many of my immediate contacts, my colleagues, my friends, my family. So, and I really wish, it wasn't just me, but there were other people who spoke up. And I also write about my own journey. So both things, on one hand, I'm trying to explain what someone going through depression feels and how their journey shapes up. And also destigmatizing it, that okay, I being a civil servant, well educated, everything, I went through this is how I felt. So anyone else would also feel the same. Something like depression is one of those mental health conditions which makes people isolate. You don't want to go out, you don't want to talk to people, and you feel more and more alone. And the moment you try to speak out, that's what I found, people will start stigmatizing and telling you that okay, you should be grateful for what you have in life, be positive, exercise, meditate, breathe, go out, etc. And all of that is not possible when you're struggling to get out of bed. So you feel even more and more lonely when that happens. That's one thing. The second thing is, don't stigmatize yourself. Don't internalize the stigma that the society keeps throwing at you. Something like a statement that I always made to myself is that the stigma stops with me. Like, if I don't feel any shame in having a mental disorder, I will not let anyone else shame me. So that is the kind of empowerment that you have to do for yourself, because unfortunately, no one else can do it for you. It starts with you. It's just okay to not be okay. We are all human beings, and if you have a mental disorder, a mental illness, never feel ashamed. It's just an illness. Deal with it, you will get better, and never let the stigma stop you or anyone else from getting help. Speak up for yourself.